All right, thank you, Cheryl. We have Veshone Cunningham with us. He's a young man. He's a rapper, he's a dancer, he's an artist, he's a theater guy. But it wasn't always that way with you, was it? You grew up without a father, lonely, depression. Tell me about some of your upbringing years and some of the things that were happening.
Yeah, so growing up, I never knew my biological father. My stepdad, he had cheated on my mom, and therefore my mom had left him. So for a great majority of my life, I grew up without having a father, and that took a toll on me.
Were you feeling aimless then? Is that what maybe led to the depression? And I know you struggled in school with the academics as well. It just kind of felt like you're out there with nobody guiding you?
Yeah, it did. I felt like, for one, I didn't know where to get the love of approval from, anywhere. I had my mom with me, but I didn't have any male role model in my life to show me, how it looks like for a man to love his son, or just male love in general. So it did lead me down a bit of a dark path.
But you did have a God consciousness because your mom used to pray, even though she maybe wasn't going to church or leading that way. But so because of that, you had a God consciousness. Yeah. So you were open on your spiritual journey? Yeah,
I was. Growing up, if you had asked me, I would tell you that, I am a Christian. I believe that Jesus is the Son of God. Actually, I remember when I was younger, I was telling, like kindergarten, I was telling another student that Jesus is the Son of God, like professing him, right? And I didn't even know who he was, just because my mom had grown us praying together.
So you're reading the book of Revelation, you're looking at the end times, you want to go. When it's over, you want to go.
Yeah.
So you end up in a Christian camp in 2009, and that would change the whole trajectory of your life now and into eternity.
Yeah. The Christian camp, Scott Mission, they gave me a look on things that were differently. I thought church was for like old people, but seeing young people worship God at this camp, it made me feel like, well, hey, maybe I can do this as well. And because I wanted approval, seeing them worship was like, okay, that's the cool thing, so let me go and worship with you guys. And it totally changed everything.
So your life's transformed, you totally changed. Now you're using your skills, working in the Aboriginal community. Yep. You're a rapper. We're going to take a look at some there. Look at, I love it. I got to come to one of your concerts, man. That's awesome. But you're using the skills now, the talents that God has given you. Right. Why is that so important, and why the Aboriginal community?
Well, it's so important because I think that youth today really draw towards the arts, whether it be music, movies, or theater acting. The youth draw towards that, and I believe that God put that within me, giving me those gifts that I can touch, youth of every type of, race. And it's so important for me with the Aboriginal people, just because of their suicide epidemic. I mean, it's crazy down there, and I just really want to share the gospel.
So now you're going across Canada, you're going to many of these places. What are you seeing? Are the young people open to spiritual things? Are they open to the message of Jesus?
Yeah, it's so cool. I think once young people mix what they are familiar with, which is like rapping, with Christianity, it becomes easier to accept. So when I was going, I went to Saskatoon, did a conference there.
Yeah, you were with our Crystal Lavalley.
Yeah, I was with Crystal.
Yeah, exactly. First People Voices,
Yeah, for Project Hope. And it was like the kids, I noticed that they drew to me because I was a rapper, and then when they saw me worship, they also worshiped with me. And it's just because they saw me as a rapper.
It's so important, Veshone, thank you for all that you're doing, because many of the people that support this program, they have done for many years, and you're the fruit of that. And we're so thankful for what you're doing, and we look forward to seeing you back. And I'm going to check out one of your concerts.
All right.
I'm there. You're never too old, right?
Never too old.
Get a little rap, and I rep for Jesus.
Hey, that's exactly
all right, brother.
All right.
Okay, let's go over to another musician, slightly different style. Let's go over to Kevin.